Hi, have you got a narcissistic boss that you're working with? Do you feel like you want to drive past when you go to work in the morning? Can't wait for Friday nights? And do you get that real sinking, heavy feeling on a Sunday night knowing that you've got to go back in on the Monday? Well, I understand all that because I've been there, and I have to say it's not a nice environment to be in. But the reason I'm sharing this is because this is the end of this series of videos on this subject. I've got more to come, and if you would like to subscribe or share this, I'd really appreciate it. But the reason I'm sharing it is because there's people out there that are in this position, and maybe this video will just help you understand that there is a way forward. And I have to say, it did take me 3.5 years to get out of that environment. I'd had my self-esteem kicked from fairly high to absolute zero, probably in a negative, if I'm honest. I was desperate to start another business. I didn't want to go into working for somebody else. I'd always had this feeling that I needed a business. I'd been striving to be my own boss for many, many, many years. But I had a fear of failure, and that's why I ended up with a partner. And I was a partner in that business. I was duped into a 60-40 deal. It was meant to end up 40-40-20, but it never did. That's what we shook on, and that was the first alarm bells that I didn't really pick up on at the time. And it was probably, when I look back, the actual best time of my life. And if you're in that space now, you probably don't think it's the best time of your life, but it's all experience. And I probably couldn't have achieved what I achieved in my next business without that experience. So sometimes we have experiences because it's part of our journey, and that journey allows us to learn and grow and develop. And I'm a firm believer that we're on this physical plane, if you like, to learn, grow and develop. And I firmly believe that we're here to achieve. But there are only a small amount of us that actually step out of that life into a business world. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong if you don't. I'm fine. Some people are really excel and passionate about who they work for and what they do. So I don't knock or judge anybody. There's no judgment here at all. All I'm saying is that was my feeling. So when I wanted to get out of this environment of this narcissistic boss, the way forward for me was I needed my own business. But because I had this fear of failure going back many years, he knew that. Actually, he psychologically picked that up, and he played on that. And there was also some other issues he played on, and that's how he managed to get inside my head. And he really did get inside my head. It was quite, because these guys are pretty good at what they do, and ladies as well, because I've come across a few ladies in that space. But I have to say I walked away from that environment. So if you work for somebody in that environment, you may feel trapped. You may feel that you're not confident of going to get another job even. For me, I wanted to go and get another business. And all I'm going to say to you, it'll be the same feeling. When I finally found my feet and got out, I was absolutely full of fear that I was going to fail. And it was quite a weird feeling. And just be aware that if you do move forward, you may feel that all this stuff's around you, but it's what we perceive. It's a story we actually tell ourselves. And where I am now, I understand all this. I can look back over my 40-odd years of sales and business and being in business to where I am now, and what I'm learning and what I have learned this last 2 years has been absolutely phenomenal about how we perform, how we survive, and what our experiences do for us, and how we can get out of those situations and move forward. So that's the end of this series. I do understand if you're in that position. Please subscribe. Also reach out to me. My website's not ready yet, so I can't give you that URL. But certainly you'll get me on Facebook under Stephen Bones. By all means, message me if you want more information or you want more advice or anything I can do to help. Please reach out, and I'd also ask any of you to share this video as well, because it could help others, and that's what it's all about. So thanks very much for listening, and we'll speak soon on the next series. Take care.